My name is Mary. This is my son, Benson. He's about 5 weeks old as of yesterday. Before the tongue tie release procedure, Benson had a lot of spitting up. He had a lot of hiccuping. He cried a lot. And the most interesting thing about him is his tongue almost made the shape of a heart because the tongue tie was so severe to the tip of his tongue that he couldn't even stick his tongue out of his mouth. We realized that the tongue tie was a problem at birth. They noticed it right away and said, this is a pretty significant tongue tie. We got referred to an ENT. And we went to the ENT and they actually clipped it. We noticed that none of those symptoms resolved with the clipping of the tongue tie, and a friend told us about Colorado tongue tie, so we just wanted a second opinion, and that's how we ended up here. When we got to Colorado tongue tie, they did an evaluation and right away said this is a very incomplete fix of the procedure. We actually learned he had a tongue tie, he had a lip tie, and he had cheek ties. The docs here were amazing about going over exactly what that looked like and then what kind of problems we could see in the future for Benny, and that's why we decided to go forward with the procedure. It was very quick, very easy, and even as severe as his tongue tie was, it was done in minutes and we saw improvements right away. Daily life for us, I think night feedings have been drastically better. We went from having to take almost an hour to feed him a bottle sometimes to now 15, 20 minutes he can get it down. And like I said, most of that goes into his belly instead of all over his shirt. So I guess laundry has been less too. And he's just a happier baby in general. Colorado tongue tie has been absolutely amazing post-procedure. They brought us in a few days later just to check and make sure everything still looked good. We have to do some exercises and stretches with Benny's tongue tie and lip tie now. And they just checked to make sure we were doing those okay and that we're on the right track with him. And they've reached out too, just to make sure that he's doing well. They've been absolutely wonderful. If I could leave a nugget of information, it would be leave the tongue to the tongue experts at Colorado tongue tie. Like I said, we saw an ENT and we didn't get the results we hoped to from them. Coming here, we've seen all the changes we hoped to see.